CIPAA has been very warmly welcomed by the construction industry in Malaysia. There was some initial uncertainty as to whether the Act had retrospective application. That has been recently clarified by our High Court. It's now been made clear that the Act is of retrospective application. After the clarification provided by the High Court, there has been a groundswell of adjudication proceedings filed. Based on the KlRCA's records, to date 82 adjudication proceedings have been commenced and 16 adjudication decisions have been delivered. Well, the primary goal of CIPAA, as stated in the Act itself, is to facilitate regular and timely payment of sums under a construction contract. Although it is early days, in my view, this objective has certainly been met. This objective, I believe, has been met because of several factors that have combined together to make the Act a huge success in Malaysia. Perhaps I could just go through 4 of those factors. The first factor would be that the Act itself is of extremely wide application. It applies to every construction contract entered into where the works are to be performed in Malaysia. It even applies to government construction contracts, although in that regard there are certain exceptions. The second factor would be that it is extremely simple, the adjudication process. In fact, the KlRCA has gone to the extent of providing the forms which are to be filed at every stage of the adjudication proceedings, right from the payment claim right up to the adjudication decision. So because these forms are available, many very small subcontractors are also able to avail themselves of the provisions of the Act and to enforce their statutory rights. Thirdly, I would think that the Act has been very popular because the adjudication proceedings are relatively inexpensive. It only costs ringgit Malaysia 250 to register an adjudication. The maximum fees for an adjudicator are 50,000 ringgit, and the administrative fees for the KlRCA are 10% of those fees. So it's all very inexpensive. Apart from that, perhaps the fourth point I would make, and this is perhaps the most important, is that I think CIPAA has proved to be extremely popular in Malaysia because it has been very, very efficiently managed by the KlRCA as the adjudication authority. In particular, a case counsel is engaged for each matter that is filed in the KlRCA, and this counsel ensures that the tight timelines in the Act are met.